How's everybody doing tonight?
Wonderful.
Blessed.
You know what? We should have an attitude of gratitude. We may have had some battles this week, but we've had battles all our life, and here we are standing victoriously.
Amen.
We're going to heaven. We've given our life to Jesus Christ. We're going to heaven. Have I had some challenging moments in this week? Absolutely. In the next 60 seconds, will we have challenging moments in our thought life? Absolutely. So why not get good at battling them? Because we want to have more victorious moments. We want to have more moments of that peace beyond all understanding, right?
That's right.
Tonight's title, well, you know what, before I do that, can I have someone give a testimony, Pastor Phil?
Yeah, please.
You know what? Where's Lisa Beavers? I'd like to hear a testimony from Lisa. Lisa, would you come on up and give a quick testimony here?
Come on, Lisa.
On what the victory in your life?
Well, many of you know that I'm married to Ace, and I didn't find out until I came here that I have kind of a competitive nature. Pastor Phil said I'm athletic, but I think it's more of a competition type thing. And it tends to cause a lot of friction in my relationship with my husband. But I found out through working through the system that, the method that Chip has, that it really has helped me to really look at my husband and where he's coming from, not so much of what I want or my way of thinking as being the better way of thinking or the more excellent way to do things or that it's more efficient. I always have justified it that it's more efficient if you just do it my way. You know, or if you just would turn here, or if you just park over there, you know, just always giving direction and, you know, forgetting that, you know, other people's way is just different, it's not wrong. And so through changing the way that I think and dealing with my own insecurities and my own inefficiencies and just my mindset and not being negative about the things that are different, it has had a real positive effect on our relationship, and it's going in a really good direction now compared to where I think it really would have gone in a bad direction. So.
All right, yeah.
If we always stand on the edge of extraordinary expectation of wonderful things happening, what might happen? Something wonderful, right? Tonight's title is, and I know that this is something that we all want to have a wonderful relationship with the Lord, right?
Amen.
Right? What is a major thing that hinders that relationship, though sometimes we don't even think about? Sometimes we put in the closet of denials, the past ugly closet, right? That we want to forget about. Tonight's title is Forgive and Really Live. You guys in the front row might want to hold you, or just keep holding on to the poop. Can you see?
Oh, my God.
You can't smell it, Pastor Phil, can you?
No.
I think I
got a
poop
bad
in
nose.
here. But, I mean, you walking up to somebody, we have unforgiveness. How many times have we done it in our life? Hey, how you doing, Pastor Phil? I just thought I'd bring this with you. How you doing? Great to see you. Life's really rough. I'll see you guys. I mean, how many times? I've done it a lot in my life. Right? Little fun, simple things to remind us of, wait, I want to free myself to run this race light-footed, right? I want to be excited about life. Let's start with some quick encouragement here. I always say you were created for extraordinary, but our extraordinary Creator God created you in His image. Did we forget that this week? Are we thinking about that this week? That Jesus Christ came and died just for you. Whew.
Amen.
That's amazing. But how much do we declare it? Is our own relationship hindered by our self-worth? Our unforgivenesses? What are the thoughts in our head? You're breathing, your heart's beating. I want to say it again. If your heart's beating and you're breathing, that should give you some hope. That'll create faith. It's the substance of things hoped for, and it's the things not seen, that God has a purpose for you. Right there, we just developed some excitement, some victory, right?
Amen.
Instantly. Even no matter what you're going through. Well, Chip, it didn't work saying that one time. Say it again.
That's right.
Man, my heart's beating, I'm breathing. That means I've got to realize in faith. Faith is, you can't feel. Sometimes you're going to walk and you can't feel the Lord. Well, walk with some people that are going to encourage you. They're going to fire you up. You know that are going to speak good things. Not they're going to speak bad things. Oh, earth's falling apart. This is crap. And when somebody talks about Revelations, I spoke it in a listening appointment the other day to a lady that was talking about her price on her house. And I just can't, it blows me away when it's somebody in ministry and they want a certain price for their house, and that's like $100,000 over where the selling price is. But not selling is not an option. Right? Lady pastor in the ministry moving because her pastor is moving to. I said, well, here's the selling price. Well, no, God told me he's going to sell at this price. Isn't God in charge of the authorities ordained, like police department? Yeah. Isn't he in charge of maybe the appraisers that appraise the houses? Yeah. Could greed be involved? It's so funny, and I've all got it in my life, and I wasn't here, I loved on her, gave her some encouragement and so forth. But I really left her with that fact, though. Isn't it amazing that we're breathing right? I threw a pat on interrupt right there and said, isn't it amazing, Joyce, that our hearts are beating right now, that God has an amazing purpose for you? You know, I just threw on a whole other subject. Because sometimes she got really shaken up by that. The fear, and maybe we have some bitterness and unforgiveness and things that go on. But she started looking at me like I was the devil after that. But the confusion that we can have in our own minds and the blocks from unforgiveness such as that. Remember, your fingerprint. It's yours. Nobody else's. This is the time right now before we get started on the scriptures. I'm going to give you the Bible verse. We're going to open the Word and get some victory going. But I want you to take this moment and realize, before I pull you into the moment, from a past that is no more and a future that hasn't happened yet, to realize that God created you. You are His masterpiece. Let's rise up in our mind and our thinking to realize who we are, and who we're becoming. Or if we want to become there. Do we want all of God's power, love, and a sound mind that He has for us? Absolutely, right? Amen. I'll say it with me. We're going to do a couple affirmations real quick. Something wonderful is happening to me today.
Something wonderful is happening to me today.
My life is wonderful in Jesus. Something wonderful is happening to me today. My life is wonderful in Jesus. Couple little, hey, you see, it's silly. I see laughing smiles, and we feel out of place. But if we practice that all day and all week, the next week when you know I'm going to do it again, you're going to, oh, what's happening to me? My life is wonderful, Jesus. Now you may be looking just nuts. Yeah, let's all be nuts together in Jesus. Amen. Right? Amen. Didn't Jesus say He's going to use the foolish things in this world to confound the wise? Amen. We need to lose our minds in Jesus. How about I'm determined, I'm focused, I'm courageous, I'm victorious, I'm unstoppable. I'm determined, I'm focused, I'm courageous, I'm victorious, I'm unstoppable.
There you go.
Okay? Also, I'm strong, vigorous, and very courageous. Say that with me. I'm strong, vigorous, and very courageous. I'm not afraid, neither am I dismayed. For the Lord my God is with me wherever I go. Now that's a powerful affirmation. Are we saying that through our trials throughout this day? A lot's happened throughout this day in our mindset today. Where's our mindset been? Remember last week, have you handcuffed yourself to your roller coaster this week? Or did you refuse the handcuffs and throw them down? You know that's in your control, right?
That's right.
I used to not think that. I just would walk around like I was a slave. And there was nobody in front of me leading me. It wasn't like I was enslaved in Egypt. I was voluntarily letting my mind enslave me. The enemy didn't have to do anything. If we take that kind of responsibility, what can we do? So, this week, let's go.